God damn it, my Wardo is being you're too sweet for me. Guys, I don't know how to stream anymore. Ah. Okay. Guys, I forgot how to stream normally. It's been a week. You're not dead. One sec. Where I click that. Okay. That down. 23K steps isn't bad. I should have took a picture of that. I didn't. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. One moment. Hold on. What am I doing besides streaming? Holy crap. Good evening. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Hello, RWD. Hello, Liminal Breeze. Hello, Cloudy Park. Hello, Azura. Hello, Rexel Azure. Hello, 40. Hello, Terrestrial Coast. Hello, everybody. How are we today? Holy shit. I don't know how to stream anymore. I feel like the month of April, guys, the month of April kind of went by real freaking fast. What the frick? What the actual frick? I don't know what, how or why or what actually happened. Hope you enjoyed notification. Overall, yes. TLDR, did enjoy vacation. Have some trepidations that made it not as fun as it should have been. But overall, worth it? Question mark. So yeah, I don't. We'll get into it. I did miss traveling. I love being able to go places and see new things. That's the best thing. Experiencing new stuff. I underestimate, or I don't know. I think people underestimate how important it is to go see new things. It's 2026. Take what you can get. Yeah. I also feel like all my setup is wrong. OBS like didn't update. Hi, see Piper. Hello. I feel like OBS didn't update and I didn't do that, or I just haven't noticed things. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, no, I feel weird. I don't know. I forgot to shave my mustache, so my tracking would be better. It's fine. Trying to imagine myself to start traveling more. It's okay. I get it. I hate solo traveling. And honestly, I kind of also hate travel. Okay. Here's the thing. So traveling is like D&D. If you have a bad group of people, it's kind of not fun to do. I'm not shitting on the people that I went with, because like there was some good stuff, but like I need people that I go with that are always down for dumb shit. I think that's the most important thing for me, is just like, if you're down for the dumbest shit, no matter what, how stupid it might be, just do that. Like, I'm kind of sad nobody went. If you've never been, okay, if you've never been to the Mediterranean Ocean or sea, Mediterranean Sea, and you go there for the first time. I don't know. Like, you're gonna swim in that body of water. Like, I don't care if it's warm enough. Blazin'! Thank you for the 18 months. Holy shit, that's such a long time. That's a long ass time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're going to go to an ocean, a sea or body of water that you've never swam in, you're gonna get it in that goddamn water. Year and a half. I don't actually know. And it's kind of crazy. Tier 2. Oh god, it is a tier 2. You motherfucker. You don't need to do that. But also, I need to commission someone to get a tier 2 animation for tier 2s. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Blazin', though. Thank you so much. Can someone from Europe actually explain this to me? Because I don't get it. Where's all the French or Italian? I don't know. Maybe it's not all of Europe, but it was definitely Italy. It was like a front. By the way, they were. Maybe I'm reading into this too much. I felt like if you didn't order alcohol, it was an affront to their culture. That's how I felt like they took it whenever you didn't order alcohol, or it's just mad that you're not spending more money. I just can't tell. It's probably the later, but it feels like both. But yes, I I've been gone for about a week. It felt a long time. Like, so this was actually a good thing, is my vacation felt like it was a while, but also not at the same time. I got to do a lot of cool things. I doth declare the Virgin has her highest age. How we doing? What I miss, by the way, I actually feel like when I left, nothing bad actually happened. Like, you know, there's some people that when they leave, like I think two people that I know, when they went on vacations, bad shit happens. I think Cottontail is one of them. I think Penumbral's and also another one. You missed Joe Mama. That's the dumbest. Cotton. Yeah, I do know the Cotton thing of like whenever Cotton goes on vacation, something happens. I gotta fix that. I will say, I don't know why, but my abs are like, okay, I actually know why. But so sitting on the plane for 12 hours, basically, I cramped up my stomach or my ab muscle, and it's just been hurting today. And I hope it's not something else. That's not my ab muscle. I actually hope it is my ab muscle and not like one of my organs. Don't know. It's hard to tell. Have seemed painful? May I touch your have seems painful? May I touch them? What? My basement flooded, if that means anything. Jesus, 40. Also, appendix. I'm hoping it's not the appendix. I don't think it is. That would suck. It doesn't like really hurt. It doesn't hurt as in like a sharp pain. It's only like it definitely cramped. I do know when it happened and it was a cramp. So I'm hoping it just is a cramp, and I really don't want to deal with anything else. God forbid if I have like either gallbladder or liver or appendix issue, and I don't need that right now, especially with my job shit. You clearly caused my basement to flood and not the massive storm. Yeah. It was karma, honestly. I summoned the god of whatever. I heard jump scare. that was really funny, by the way. Dude, I feel good is one of my favorite dumb pranks that people do. Hold on, let me actually copy it. I will at some point repost those VODs. I need to scrub through them. Someone said something got leaked, and I just gotta double check. I don't think it did. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. I just need to scrub through things just to double check, because you know don't want to dox my dear Veru with Veru. Yeah, no, it was so good. Also, I actually want to hear like what you guys thought about the IRL streams. Like, did you like them? Because I definitely want to do more of them. I actually had a lot of fun time doing those. I know. See, I'm kind of in a big predicament of just like I hit like 2 big cities in a place that a lot of people haven't been to. So like, is it always gonna be downhill from there? Like, is it gonna be not as interesting? So I'm kind of paranoid about that, but also still haven't hit like the big things. I want to go hiking, and I'm gonna figure that stuff out as well, because I had a lot of fun actually doing that. Per pick pup, what? Just go to more cool places. Well, it's hard to do that.
My feet hurts.
Jesus. Veru, its feet hurt so much. Okay, I'm just
sit down.
They are all government drones. Stop. Angos is not a government psyop.
I think they are. Oh, me cago en la puta.
That actually didn't. Okay, I was really surprised. Also, that's really funny.
Me cago en la puta que te.
I always love that.
That actually scared. I was really surprised how well those mics, blocked out, like they how much they isolated my voice. I was really like, "Hi Jedi, hi." I'm glad to be back. I missed everyone a lot. It was weird. It was streaming IRL is cool, and also like you feel a little. It's freeing in the sense that you can't worry about things because there's nothing you could do. But I did feel like I wasn't able to do as fun stuff. Even though I thought, I don't know, IRL stream was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of really did. So we'll hopefully do some more of that relatively soon. But yeah. IRL shows get thanks, Alpha. Bearman doesn't. I missed you too. What do you mean? We already. Blaze, I already saw you yesterday. Shut the fuck up. Upload to YouTube. Yeah. So okay. So I need to do a lot of editing and try to do a funny video slash good video. I think I can make it into 3 parts. I don't know. I have got a lot of footage. I have a lot of footage that you haven't seen. I'm not even going to show it today because I have to like organize all of the crap. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, actually. It's because you guys didn't. So on the days I wasn't streaming, I was still recording video and trying to get things. I don't know how well I did or if I can even have a coherent video with it. So it's a little bit of an experiment, I guess. But that's the best way I work. Like I could never have prepped for this in a way. I just thought I got shots that are like, hey, maybe this works. I've never done IRL videos before. I don't really watch too many like travel vlog styles. So I'm gonna do my best, I guess, and edit something together myself. Not even gonna hire someone. Want to do like just do it myself. Yeah, that's the dumb idea I'm gonna do. Hopefully, but also I'm kind of busy right now with other shit. I'm just not happy. Anyways, because I have to figure out job issues. Because if you guys don't know, I got an ultimatum at my work. Anyways, we're gonna figure that out when I can. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm not fine. I'm crashing out. Yeah, it was a bad timing. It was probably one of the worst timings for everything. Oops. Is work paying relocation would be the biggest issue? Yeah, work is paying the relocation, but like I don't want to relocate to where they want me to relocate. That's the big issue. Granted, it's not a very tight deadline either. It's like they're giving me a lot of time if I do that. It's just I don't want to do that. It's mainly because I'm single. That's actually the biggest part is because I'm single. If I wasn't single and like someone actually would go with me to wherever the fuck we want, it would be not as problematic, but going there as single is just, it's like a death sentence. It's like there's no chance of ever finding a relationship in that area. So I was like, fuck that. Hi Zionic, hello. So yeah, no. But also if you relocate then quit, you still have to pay back the relocation because I don't know how long you have to stay at the company for that to be in effect. Plus I found out that, hey, no, can't say that. Can't talk about that. That's too much TMI. Something really shitty happened to a coworker, and I'm questioning things. Usually 1 year. Yeah, I figured it's usually 1 year, but some shady shit has happened. So I don't know. My job is jobbing, but I was really glad that I got to go on the vacation, even though it was the worst timing possible. And I was very stressed out during the vacation, or my body was stressed out. It's the thing of I I went on the hike for the first day and my body was like, you are not healed for this. You have been under so much stress that this hike right now might kill you. I was walking down a hill with my legs in such weird, not really pain, but such weird muscle fatigue that I was kind of nervous about this hike because it was like a 2 or 3 hour long hike. And in the first like 20 minutes, my legs were just like, I think we're done. Luckily it got better as I got warmed up, but like it was a weird feeling. I will say that. It's Evolve the Mafia. No, luckily chat, I've known a lot of people that had mafia issues, but I have not been involved with mafia issues. So that's a funny I know so many people involved in the mafia. It's crazy. There's a lot of mafia stuff. But yes, I wish more Europeans were here because I want to bitch at them about Europe because, man, Europe's weird. Wait, for real? I guess, right? No, it's not about the mafia. I know other people that have issues with the mafia. IRL Mafia stream when. I would love that. Would be a fun board game. It's not that weird. Hi, Neko. Dude, the mafia, like, well, there's so many different mafias. The Italian mafia, the Russian mafia, the other mafia that I'm not going to talk about. I guess the cartel, the Yakuza. Like, I guess there's just lots of mafias. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Lacris. How were the toilets? God damn it. They weren't the shitty toilets, okay? There was no poop shelf, which is great. I will say, still not enough water in the toilet bowl. So, like, if you take a bit, it's just the smell. It's just water is a great for sealing smells in, and it's stupid not to have that. I don't think. Thank you, Timmy. Well, I actually do have a picture of a bear head that that somehow my family acquired. Okay. The U.S. is the only country that figured out good plum. Well, no, Japan has to. Japan has done it as well, except for the squat toilets. Absolutely suck. But those are the old toilets. Yui, I missed you so much. Oh my god. May I say your scent is absolutely delicious today? I don't think you should say that. I think that's a weird thing to say. Also, hi, Yui. I missed you. Yeah, no, it's been weird. It's a weird feeling traveling again. If I use an American toilet, my balls get soaked. That's a strange thing to hey, bud, how I don't want to know how stretchy your balls are. I'm just going to be honest. I'm glad I don't have that issue. But yeah. How was the trip? Did you get some sussy femboys? No. I did. Okay. It's funny that you say that because on my TikTok today, there was top 10 locations of femboys in LA. And I just like, what the fuck is this? Sorry. I was confused by this and I blame you. So yeah, again, I think American toilets are really good. Japanese toilets, Italian ones and Spanish ones actually decent. Again, nothing like the shitty German toilets that I will refuse to accept as good toilets. Stop at 40. But yes, most of them are fine. There are still weird things about plumbing and bathrooms, like the two weirdest things, or the two most annoying things that don't need to be annoying in Europe is one, water at restaurants are like a pain in the ass to get because you always have to pay for it. Actually, there's two. There's also the cover. Do you guys know there's cover charges for sitting down at restaurants? It's completely weird because if you buy a meal, you shouldn't have to pay a cover charge. That's just what I say. Stares in German. Sam, you know I'm right. The poop shelf is garbage. The poop shelf sucks. So yeah, I don't understand why you have to pay to sit down at a restaurant. That's bullshit. And then two is paid bathrooms. Now, I will say I understand the concept of a paid bathroom is you're going to a bathroom that's supposed to be clean and everything and well maintained. However, most of the paid bathrooms aren't that well maintained more than like American bathrooms. Paid toilets are a front to humanity. It's so disgusting. The fact that it's like $1.50 for a bathroom that's not even a good bathroom is just, what the fuck? Freaking paid bathrooms, just collective taxes. Yeah, no, seriously. The reason you pay to sit is because of Dine and Dashers. No, Lacris, you're not paying when you get there. It's on the bill at the end. So like even a Dine and Dasher would still leave because it's just they can because they still didn't pay the bill. It's on the check at the end. You're not paying in for it's not to get into the building. Never heard of that toilet bill. It's again, I don't know if it's all, but it's a lot of I know it was in Italy all over, and then saw a little bit in I talked to Faru about it being in Spain as well. The shitting tag. It's just so stupid. And also like the lack of urinals was weird. It's just like I get it if you're gonna pay for a toilet, like you don't need urinals, but just like add fucking urinals. I don't get it. It's just, it also, the fact that they're more expensive, like the toilets are more expensive in more touristy areas, it's just like bullshit. It's just like, we are just going to torture you. And what the fuck? Also at the metro, making it $1.20 versus just $1 is just so stupid. All right, I have to run an ad while I do this tangent. All right, so at like the big metro station or a train station in Florence, no, either Florence or Nepal, I forget, Napoli. It was like $1.20 instead of just $1. So you have to break a 5 and then you have all these goddamn coins. So it's stupid. It's Tinkle Tax. That's a really good one. Tinkle Tax is really funny, actually. I like Tinkle Tax. Granted, that toilet wasn't it was actually clean, but it's still stupid and I hate it. And I don't know why America has free toilets and free water, and Europe can't for whatever reason. Hi, Forsey. Missed you. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the head pats. So yeah, I don't know. We had free toilets and free water once. Really? What? Why did you lose it? USA, shit for free. It actually drives me insane. It all changed around 15 years ago. I wonder what made that change. Honestly, let's be real. I'm surprised that capitalism hasn't made America be able to pay to shit. Also, if you want, what is with holes in Europe so big? It's like you need a thick shaft. What are you talking about, Yui? What are you talking about, Yui? Yui, what the fuck? I do have some pictures of some holes, but That's not the point. Plug holes. What holes? Hi, Dragon. I don't actually know what you're talking about, you. You're kind of confusing me. Electric. Oh, okay. Yeah. When you get the electricity. Okay. Fair enough. Well, fair enough. Except for the Italian one's not bad. It's just 2 prongs. It's just, I got a really good EU compatible plug that was kind of really convenient because it was basically all of them, or it was basically all of them. Then a USB wet patty. No. You're not allowed to say fuck me when we're talking about how you don't get free water in European countries. Wording it in possibly the worst way possible. Well, no, that's Yui's best way, honestly. It's kind of an amazing talent. So, I have some pictures of some holes. Is a crazy statement to walk into. Well, it's a really cool. Well, I guess it's more of a ravine or gorge. I don't know. It depends on, I guess, perspective of what a hole is. Purely depends on the country. I am aware of that, but all the countries I went to are a pain in the asses with water and toilets. So, frick them. If I have to pay more than $1 for a bathroom, or if I have to pay $1 for a bathroom, like if I have to pay, I don't know, 25 cents seems like a fair deal for a bathroom, but like anything more, frick that. What do you mean? I don't know what the plug holes are called. Outlets? Also, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, I think there's a lot of cool things that Europe does, and I think there's a lot of cool things that America does better in certain, like both are interesting. I would say I wish America could learn from stuff, and I wish Europe would adopt some American stuff. Like the fact that I was on Twitter and then I couldn't view some posts on Twitter because I need to get age verified. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not getting age verified. I'm going back to the US. That was crazy. But like things like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of Italy. Italy was crazy, actually. Turn on a VPN. Well, I don't want to turn on a VPN to do that. I couldn't yap about Spanish history because I was subjugated to stream. Interesting. So yes, again, Europe. It was a cool trip. That's the first time I've ever been to Europe. Well, it's the second time I've been to Europe, but the first time didn't really count because I was only there for like 48 hours. I was there for work, and so like I really didn't get to enjoy it. I just kind of walked around for a little bit in Frankfurt and then had to leave. But yeah, I don't know. It's Italy. Italy was interesting. The fact that where I was, there was like very few stoplights was insane. Did you eat the bread? I was overall disappointed with food. I will say the food was healthier. I lost like 3 pounds probably. Hopefully, let's see. If I could keep it off by this week. I might have lost 3 pounds or 3 to 4 pounds. Bread was like, the good bread was good. Most of the bread was actually kind of stale and hard, and I was actually really disappointed. Italy, I don't know why, but a lot of the restaurants in Italy that I went to was super mid. And I was kind of disappointed in that. There was only like 3 distinct restaurants, 3 distinct meals I had in Italy that I was like, oh, this is the best. Tourist traps? I don't think so. Hi, Maroxai. Missed you. That's the thing is I tend to go, whenever I go to restaurants, I like to do some research, look at reviews, look at ratings, try to pick something high. And these are restaurants that had like 4 5s, and if they were in America, they'd get like 3s Like it's actually crazy. Numbers. Hey, out of 3 Pokemon packs I opened, I got 2 hits. Are you proud of me? Yes, I'm so proud of you. I actually saw Italian Pokemon and Magic the Gathering cards, and I was like really tempted to buy them, but then I was like, I don't want these. I don't actually. If they're, it's actually really funny how I don't think there's any value, or there's not that much value in any language besides English and Japanese. But also, I was also mad at the place that I went, because so I was gonna take a picture of it and send to a friend, Jedi, and they said no pictures, and I'm like, well, not gonna buy from you. You were rude to me. That basically was what happened with the Pokemon cards. I really wouldn't trust the Stars reviews. Well, Star reviews usually work. They usually work in Japan and America. Japan's a little bit different, but yeah. I was actually bummed by how that. Hi, Norm. Usually the places just randomly dotted around have the best food. I tried a lot of things. Japan is like unique because of that. Japan, 3s are good, 2s are terrible. 3s are some of your best restaurants in Japan, but if you know that, you know that. Do you know it was a thing in America? Yeah, no. Usually food reviews are good. So they're reliable at least. There was just some meals I was just really disappointed in. I don't know. I'm also mad because one of the best meals that we had, we were so like not hungry, but we just stopped by a place after a hike, and it was some of the best food. We were just like, why didn't we just go back there for dinner? It was so good, because we just kept on trying new places and getting disappointed in things. That's like what it felt. I opened up 2 Japanese packs recently. I got a Japanese Alakazam illustration and a Mega Skarmory. I think I got addicted. Stop. Don't. You don't need the Japanese editions of things. Anyways. Okay. So I also love to take pictures of the plain food, because it's not too often that you get plain meals unless you buy them. So these are like all the ones provided. And I like to judge the airlines for what they provide in a meal sense. And I honestly, I threw away 100K in Japanese Pokemon. That's crazy. But Caillou, the cool Pokemon cards, they're cool, but you don't need them. Weird thing. This was ITA Airways. That's pear juice. So I have this not bad habit, but I always have a habit of, if it's a new thing that I've never had before, I like to try it. No matter like if I care. So you're not ice cream on the planes. I'm so pissed. This was okay. This was better than the dessert I got on the way back, but like, this was the overall meal. The bread was meh. I did like the salad. The salad was fresh. Chicken was decent. It was this or pasta. So is that pear juice? No, it's pear, P-E-A-R. So overall, not a terrible. It was actually a pretty decent meal. The chicken could have been a little bit more, but yeah. So that's kind of airline food is weird, because if you guys don't know, your taste buds change when you're at higher altitude. So you technically have to over season things to get the flavor to be what you want. So that's like why a lot of people say airline food doesn't have taste, because your taste buds actually can't taste it as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick TLDR of stuff. I'll go through fast of these photos. That's Mount Vesuvius, I think. This is just taken out of a car. Really should have checked these more. Absolutely beautiful, by the way. I got super lucky. So the weather was supposed to be like colder than LA, and it actually wasn't. I had such beautiful weather all week long, and even when I went to Madrid, it rained for a second and then came back. Didn't Mount Vesuvius destroy Pompeii? It did. So here's a weird thing. Did you go to Pompeii? We went past Pompeii. So I don't know why. Somewhere in my head, I thought Pompeii was on an island. I thought Pompeii was the island off of Italy, which hold on, what is that island? Okay, I still don't. I'm reading the island name and I still don't know what the fuck that name is. Sardinia? What the fuck? I don't know what the island off of Italy is. Or there was Sicily, but I never thought it was Sicily. So like I always thought Pompeii was like just an island and that's why it got destroyed. But apparently you're so lame. It's because accounts are from across the sea. Yeah, that's probably why I got it confused. And also, I never really looked where Pompeii was on the map. So, yeah. Anyways, not all the accounts, but a solid amount of them are. Yeah, I don't know. I never really like did the geography of where in Italy Pompeii actually was. And even when like I'm looking at the map, it doesn't really because like it says where Rome is, it says where Naples is, but it doesn't really talk about Pompeii that much. Also, the Amalfi Coast is I've never really looked into the Amalfi Coast, but apparently it is just a huge like snob, maybe a snob. Oh, it's definitely a rich people place. If you actually went in to the Amalfi Coast, one, absolutely beautiful. I will show you some pictures in a second of the Amalfi Coast. Did not stream this, wish I could have, but no service because ocean. But it was kind of an homage because as you guys know, one of my family members passed away, and they loved going to the Amalfi Coast because they, I don't know, they had friends that would take them, I guess. It's just crazy. But it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful city, beautiful area. And we kind of went there because, there was one of the places that I loved to go to when they were, could travel. So, yeah. And we decided, and I was not super excited about this trip because I was like, okay, I'll go. It's fine. I'm not planning on it. So like, I wasn't going to complain, but also I'd rather go to Japan. And I was actually surprised how beautiful this country was, because it's old, especially Serrano where we stayed, which I highly recommend. By the way, if you ever go to Italy, I highly recommend. At least you got to meet Veru. Yeah, I also got to meet Veru. Veru was cool. Sorrento is interesting. I will say, if you guys could tell, most of the streets in this area, they're really small. They're so tiny because they're built in like cliff sides. And I wish I had more pictures of this, but like there's a lot of tiered system of planting and gardens and stuff like that, with a lot of olives, a lot of lemon trees, other things I can't remember, and it was hazelnuts I think they were talking about. It's really cool. It's a tiered system of farming that I wish we had more of, I guess is the better way. I'm going to that store and eating all the trading and getting all the trading cards, and they can suck it. Yeah. So it's, again, I was absolutely kind of fell like this place was cool. I'm eating them. Got it. That's fair. Taking a picture of their faces. This was the town of Serranos. No, this wasn't Toronto. This was a city next to Toronto. I forget. I cannot pronounce it. I can never pronounce it because I suck at pronouncing things. They all look, dude. I have just yes, everything looks beautiful, and it's also all pretty colors, which is cool. But also just beautiful days. That's I got such good luck with weather. I wonder if they have good fishing. I assume they do. I was trying to get. All right, we'll go back to that one. So funny story is I was trying to get the people that I was with to go on a hike, and the hike that I wanted to do, the hike that I originally wanted to do was called High Fly. The hike that I originally wanted to do was called Path of the Gods, and I was I'm so mad that I didn't get to go on the Path of the Gods. Think of that. Also, why aren't those playing? Right? The sound alarms aren't playing, right? Do I have the audio set wrong? No. I gotta fix that. The Path of the God. Yeah, so it was a hiking path that overlooked some really beautiful stuff. Was probably a really good hike. I wanted to do it so badly. However, they didn't want to do it because, well, when I did the research for it, it was an hour away from where we were. When they were actually ready to do it, it was 2-hour drive, and I was like, "Fuck!" And none of them wanted to do it, and this my trip didn't start out great. I'm just gonna be honest. You want to visit Mount of Bliss? Basically, yes. I would love to go visit the gods. Come on, who wouldn't? I was so mad that they said no. I was like, okay. So I had to find a new hiking path, and I found this one, which I didn't hate. It was a pretty decent hiking path, except for the fact that like half of it was through city streets, and that's a weird thing to have for a hiking path. And then also some really sketchy streets that you had to walk on, but like with like not that much walking room and kind of busy highway, but it's fine. Everyone's walks on the streets. Yeah, like it like took you through like all this. It was weird. But you know, had a beautiful view. I will say it's really funny when you're on like this quote unquote hiking trail and you see mopeds and cars in driveways of things that you go, how the fuck did they drive this to here? Like how did they fit their car to get in this house that's on like this cliffside in the middle of nowhere path that doesn't fit a car? It was really weird. I never understood how they do it, but like good for them, I guess. Don't worry about it. It was kind of crazy. Some of the places people, lots of mopeds, lots of like streets that really don't know how they built them or why they built them, but it's really funny. The crimes. No, well, it's not crimes. It's just safety standards seem like a secondary thought, especially when there's no streetlights. That blows my mind. Where in a big city, you have like in America or in some other countries, you have those like roads or those like the outdoor like air like malls or streets that like get shut down and it's only like pedestrians on them. Well, not really in Italy. They're mostly pedestrian filled, except for you can just drive on them and have a car if you need to. And it's funny that they don't like block it off, because like in America it'd be like, oh my god, just we set up barriers, cars can never go through, it's too dangerous. But yeah, Italy just goes, they'll go slow and the people will move out of the way. And I kind of like that thing. Hi, Oliver. I kind of like that thing where the roads, people walking and people driving are so intertwined that like you don't hit each other because neither are really going fast enough. And also you predict in a way that you're gonna move. Okay. Just don't run people over. That's basically it. And people are going to walk while there's cars moving. And since they're going at a constant speed, you're not going to hit them and you're not going to get hit by them because it's all seems like relatively common sense, where in America, it's like everyone would be freaking. I don't know. It's just, it's this thing that like you could walk in between cars and not have it like stop the entire street. Just this, like the streets of Vietnam, kind of. Also, yeah, all the mopeds weaving in and out of cars. I'm just like, that's crazy. Don't make eye contact with the drivers. Why not? Just called being used to walkable cities. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I sad that America doesn't have as walkable cities. What if you go out of your way to paint the ground with their body soup? UEs, please never. Why? No hitting people. So yeah. So after the hike, which was which was like 2-3 hours. It's a simple hike. It was a good elevation change. Go up and down hills. Got this beautiful view. Funny enough, well, the people that I was with were like really complaining about it. I was just like, there were so many. They were complaining as bad as Vrew was about not about their feet, but just like, oh my god, I'm so sick of this. I'm like, we're not gonna do anything else. So yeah, so so many people complaining about going hikes with me. It makes me feel sad. However, the ending for the hike, we were like, okay, we're kind of hungry. This was the view of the lunch restaurant that we ate at, and it was fucking insane. You guys have it terribly. What? Complaining tastes too much energy, just don't do it. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I will say this was one of the first meals I had at in Italy, and this was actually like kind of set the bar too high because this was probably the best, like kind of the best meal that I had in Italy. And we really only got appetizers. So I'm kind of really mad about this. We should have gone back to this. Oh, dude, the food here was so good. I'm actually mad if we didn't go back to this restaurant because, you had it's not Caprice. That's the island. I can't think of what this is called, but it's raw meat with artichoke, and some cheese. This was really good. You had seared tuna, which this crust was actually delicious. It was like kind of like tempura, but not. Hi, spontaneous male pregnancy. Hey, spontaneous male pregnancy. Did you know that you were recently in a short for me and Honey? Like, well, thank you for the stream streak. This was delicious. And bruschetta. So all of this was super, super good. I kind of mad how good of a meal that was, and also a beautiful view. Also I didn't take pictures of it, but limoncello spritzer, which was one of the best drinks that I had there. I don't really drink that much, but I do like the limoncello that they have. Did people have been telling me, but I kept thinking they were talking about pants. Nope, you're in a short. You're carpaccio. Yeah, let's go with that, Timmy. Thank you. It was absolutely. This was like one of the best meals. I'm so mad how good it was. So yeah, I will say. This was on the hike too. It's kind of funny. So being in California, I was comparing this a lot to California of like kind of same temperature. And the dumbest thing is here, actually, can I hold on? Let me actually use the back. In Italy, they have green lizards, but from where I was, this is the dumbest thing. This is me being really stupid. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick. This is me being stupid. I doubt I can find it super fast. Me being stupid, yes. a sec. I just want to find a picture of a lizard from California because it reminds me of Pokemon in the sense that like you have the different regional variations of the same Pokemon. So like you have that Pokemon that's East or West, and it just reminds me of like it's the same lizard but different colors. And hold on. Can I find it real fast? By the way, I always love to take pictures of animals. It's one of my favorite things, and I always try to do it. Where are these stupid lizards? I've taken them so many times. Probably be faster to go outside and take a picture of a lizard. I found it. Okay.
Look, I like being bred as much as the next girl.
Lizard. So like, you know, you've got this in the America, and you got this lizard in Europe. I just think it's really funny. It's my dumb brain. It's really just my dumb brain. Oh yeah, by the way, isn't this so fucking cool looking? Dude, I saw this lizard and like everyone was walking by it. I was like, how can like I don't ever see lizards this color around me. And but also this little guy's also beautiful. That lizard and like these things are so tiny. Actually, this one was bigger than normal. If you told me they were descendant of a dragon, I would believe you. Also fair. Now that is a Pokemon. Yeah, no, yeah. They're both beautiful. That color means danger. Not really. I just think I don't know. It's funny because like I've seen a lot of lizards. I've never seen one this color. I'm also really bad because I've seen the salamanders around, but I just can never take pictures of them. Yeah, no, it was just shiny. It was mostly black, but in the sunlight you could see the blue. I'm wondering if it was like something to do with mating and stuff like that type season. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this was in LA. Salamanders are stupid fast. It was might have not been in a salamander, but it was a it was a yellow striped tree skink, I think. Skink, yes. It was a striped skink. Maybe it was a 5-lined. I don't remember. It was a skink, and it was. I feel like I don't like saying that word. But yeah. No, it just made me laugh that like I would see the same kind of lizards but like different colors in Italy, and it just made me it tickled that funny bone that I was stupid about. But yes, that was all fun. This was a disappointing meal that was like it looks good but wasn't actually that. It was squid. It wasn't that good. It looked better than it actually tasted. Here's a picture that Yui will laugh at. Western fence. What? Fence flare base. Guys, these were everywhere, by the way. These were there. There were a lot of these, and I had to control myself from saying the joke. just gonna say that. You know. Oh. What are there's just decorations. They're supposed to be, I think they're supposed to be acorns, but like they're just decorations. I don't actually know, like I don't know why you'd buy them. I don't think they look that good. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, what else? Pinecone, the pine. Sorry, not acorn. Pinecone. Yes, you're right. I misspoke. So I also got very lucky where we kind of went on some boating tours, which weren't actually that expensive. And this is kind of where my appreciation for this area really skyrocketed. I was fucking amazed by the cliff sides. They are so goddamn gorgeous, by the way. Definitely a use for those pine cones. Yeah. So I got to go to a two kind of cruises. One was the island of Capri, which I'm kind of bummed because we only got like an hour on Capri, and it's not a big island, but like would have loved to go hiking into the Capri Mountain instead of just like kind of chilling on the island for like an hour or two. But yeah, I will say we got the chance to go to the Blue Grotto Lagoon. It was basically a cave. I'll have a video on this later. Dude, this was both annoying and also amazing. So it cost you like $20 to get inside this, which is kind of infuriating, by the way, because they literally charge you to see a beautiful thing. And I get it. They don't want you destroying it. So like, of course they're going to heavily regulate it and all these things. I have a video. I'm going to try putting it together at YouTube. I think it's for maintenance. I actually don't. It's kind of annoying because they charge you 18, like, I think it was like 10 or 18. I forget how much it would cost for it was either 18 or 6. Anyways, they charge you for a ticket, and then the guy rowing the boat like also asks for a tip for a 5-minute thing, and he's asking for a €10 tip, and I'm like, I'm actually like kind of annoyed by this. Just whatever. Wild. No, yeah, kind of. And then they get mad at you when you don't give them like $10 per person, which is also crazy. But here's the thing. This little cave glows blue in the coolest way. Bro, your tip for view you get for free. You don't get it for free. You actually can't see this unless you pay. So you go inside this little cave that you actually have to duck down under to get into this. Which is kind of cool. And they have the boats that like just fit through the thing. But like you look back and you just this glowing blue light it is like kind of magical in a sense. If it wasn't so touristy, this would be like you would believe magic exists if you were in this by yourself. So like, am I glad I paid? Yeah. Is it worth it? If you're only going to be there once, of course it's worth it. Should it be that expensive? No, it should not be this expensive. The refraction, the water is just so blue. It's like weird. It almost feels like it's dyed blue and just shines through. It was a really cool experience. Is real bioluminescence or just blue light? Blue light. It's not even bioluminescence. It's just blue light refracting on everything, and it's just fucking insane. So yeah, I'll have a video on that. We stopped in the Isle of Crate. They had pizza. It was delicious. I like the pizza. I got a dish that was actually not that good. But we did go. Okay, that was. I think there's like Lover's Rock or something. Off of that, just absolutely gorgeous island. Wouldn't want to stay there, but definitely glad like we did a day trip to it. And then we also did a day trip to the Amalfi Coast. Dude, this still breaks my brain that like these are houses. Like this is just living on this mountainside and having these houses, it looks like toys. It doesn't look like when you're there, it looks fake. We have places like this in the US. It's yes, but no. Not like this, Dimitri. I've never seen a place like this in not this condensed in this steep of a mountain in America, New Mexico. Are you if you're talking about if you're talking about the cliff to hold on. Try to find the pictures. Are you talking about this stuff? Hi, Daddy. What's up, Peasant Bear? You and Poobert aren't allowed to vacay at the same time. Did he also go on vacation? Are you talking about this stuff? Because this stuff is not anything anywhere near this. The fact that these are also real houses. Yeah, building on the side of the cliff. Yeah. Also, that was like ancient Native American time. This is now, old man. These are people living on this. You could go with one. Oh, that's actually one of the most expensive hotels or something. That's like a lot of money a night. Man, you Americans have nothing cool. We do. Shut the fuck up. I was so bored. Well, I got you my streams. So incredible geography, and you don't use it all. Well, we try to keep nature separate because it's beautiful nature. But yeah, no, these cliffs, like, okay, so you guys can't really see it, but like there's roads. These roads go like mingle all through things, and there's tunnels and all that stuff. And it's kind of amazing how small these roads are. You destroy it, so you need to try to keep it separate. Shut up. I like the Asylum Island off of the Venice coast. I haven't actually seen that. But yeah, I don't know how people travel or live in these areas. It would seem so unfathomably annoying to get anywhere, and like you're just stuck. It's such a weird feeling. I know it's my American like being productive brain. Was that the hotel? That might be one of the hotels that's like absolutely insane amount to live in. But also, so they also have really cool garden. You can kind of see them. They're here. There's a lot of olive trees or lemon trees or apricots and stuff that they kind of just grow on the side and have a tiered system. Hi, Hez. Hi, KWC. So yeah, no, this is crazy. I don't know how you as a person live this. Also, not that many good beaches. That's another thing. There's not that many beaches you could go to. So like getting in swimming is like, feels like it's not easy to do. Just get back from vacation. I did. I went to Italy and also Spain. Saw Miss Veru. But yeah, you could see all of these farming like lands that they grow all these trees and stuff like that. What do you think? Is it so popular? I don't actually know where that is. This looks like a perfect place to have a Viking raid. So actually kind of funny. There are watchtowers all through old pirate watchtowers all throughout the coast that you would see. Is there one in here? This might be a remnant of one. I don't think this might be a remnant of one. But yeah, they had like 30 watchtowers all across the island or all across the peninsula to protect from pirates and stuff like that. So yeah, no, this place used to get raided a lot, and it is kind of funny. You get a Viking fit in debut. I would love to get a Viking fit, honestly. But again, I really recommend going to, like, if you ever get the chance to visit Italy, I highly recommend Sorrento. Florence didn't really like. Kind of wish I had more time in Rome. But yeah, I'm not even showing you the videos. I hope to get a YouTube video out. I really did like the colorful buildings. I thought it brought a lot. And also just the fucking water is so beautiful. Oh shit, I didn't get a picture of. Oh, I'm so dumb. I didn't get a picture of the fish. Why didn't do I have pictures of the fish? My problem is a lot of this stuff was also on my camera and not on my phone because I was just taking a lot of pictures on my camera. No wonder runs immediately because it wasn't. Yeah, it's the Amalfi Coast. Which again, I was not planning. Like I wasn't like against going to this trip, but it was just something that I wasn't like looking forward to. Because you know me, I am a big sucker for like I want to go to New Zealand, I want to go to Japan again. This wasn't like on my list of places to travel to. I have a lot more respect for it now though. Because it was actually absolutely gorgeous. Oh, did I grab that? I should also grab that. You guys saw that, but I do have some dumb things that we did. Did I not take? Did I really not have pictures of the fish? So, okay. One thing I was really mad about is the people I were with, they said that they were going to go swimming, and then none of them went swimming except for me, which is actually insane because I was literally surrounded by a bunch of fish. Devil in my detail. Hi, Devil. This makes me miss my Italy trip. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to leave. I'm kind of sad that I had to leave. As well, I'm so depressed right now. I'm actually really depressed after coming back. I miss swimming. No, that's the thing is, so the place that I went swimming, which was off the coast of the Amalfi Coast, it had so many fish in it. I was just swimming with all these little fishies. I got goggles to go see underwater. It was just, it made me regret not having an underwater camera because of how like cool it was. But I have pictures and videos of the fish, and you can just see how many like swarms of them there were. Wherever that picture. Where did I just put that? Oh, that's it. This is also a cool picture. I think this is this is a very expensive hotel that you can go into. Okay, here's what this is one of the watchtowers. This is one of the old watchtowers that used to defend against pirates. They're kind of all around the island or the peninsula. Underwater camera. Put a phone in plastic bag. No. Also, hi Sark. So yeah, no, this like just look at this. Forget this. A dragon lives there. A dragon lived there or does live there. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how beautiful this cliff sides are. I never expected this, and I'm like kind of mad. Pirate Viking Druid went, I'll try. Also just, yeah. And then beautiful coast, got fish dinner, a little bit later in the evening. So yeah, no, Sorrento, highly recommend going to Sorrento. It's just south of Naples. Really cool. Is top bidder what? Now I'm confused. This is again the mountain that destroyed Pompeii, Vesuvius, I think. All right, this was a cool thing. There was this random canyon in the city that just led to this building. It does say Uber sex on it. I don't know why. But like there's just this really cool landscape. The picture really doesn't do it justice of how amazing and like cool and pretty it was. But yeah, there was just a random building that actually looked really good. I am the number one giver. Yes, you are. Thank you so much, Daddy. W6 gotcha. No way. Yeah. Next European trip, I suggest visiting Croatia. Well, here's the thing. I don't have any friends in Croatia, so it's kind of hard for me to go to Croatia. Because, you know, gonna probably visit people when I go back to Europe, which might be sooner rather than later, depending on depending on a lot of things. This is funny. I'm actually really mad that we didn't see this on the trip, because this place just had these barrels of candy. And I really would have gone during the stream to go visit. This was in Florence, by the way. Is those bananas? Those are like, it's like, it's not bananas. It's like Peep, marshmallow bananas, I think. Those like gummies and stuff like that. And I'm actually like really mad that we didn't see this place because it was so cool. I want them all. I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. Thanks. Musume carrot. Yeah, that would have actually been really funny. So yeah, I saw this. It was just so fucking good. Yeah, Florence was weird. Did see this. This is the Statue of David. If you guys don't know what this is, and that was a cool little bonus. Did I have to censor it? Yes. It's just dong. I know I could probably get away with it, but I just don't want to risk getting away with that. Even the statue has a censor. I actually had to censor this because I'm like, I don't want to. The censor threw me off. One, I thought it'd be funny, but two, I don't. Is that Michelangelo? Shut the fuck up. Statue of Tiny. It's not that tiny. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, but this up close is crazy. I did take a picture of the feet and send it to Anglis because I thought he'd appreciate that. Almost sent it to Raven as well for torturing me with all the feet stuff. But yeah, no, they had a lot of Marvel stuff. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, who did that? What's it? I think it was Michelangelo that did this. Yeah, the Statue of David. Very, very iconic statue. Very annoying to get to, by the way. The tickets for this thing sell out, and it's a whole mess to get into this museum. You like need your passport and shit. It's so dumb. It's like you have like certain time slots, and you have to wait in lines, and we kind of bypass some of that, but also. So we bypassed this by like going through a third-party vendor, which it did scan when we went through. How long did it take you? Actually, it wasn't that bad. So it took us longer because the people that were supposed to be doing the tour didn't show up for like 10 minutes, but that's fine. We eventually got it. And like we got our ticket and they got scanned us in and that was good. But then like you get scanned in again, and I feel like when they scanned those tickets in, which was like after going through metal detectors and everything, those didn't give a check mark that we got scanned in, but the lady still let us through because I don't think she just wanted to deal with it. So yeah. But also waiting in line, it would be like hours if you didn't like bypass this thing. And also it's kind of funny because like the museum really only exists for this one statue. And apparently I was talking with some people. This used to be visible from outside. And then they closed it off so that you couldn't see it anymore. Fuck you, it was Michelangelo. No, I thought you were said, is this Michelangelo as in the artist, not who sculpted it. Sorry. I was, yeah. But yes, it was Michelangelo. If someone can have a person on stream in a full Gibbs, like if someone can have a person in a full Gibbs suit acting like an actual dog, I think the statue is fine. You know, Lacris, you bring up a very good point. However, I'm a VTuber. You guys didn't hear about this? Oh, it's a whole Twitter drama thing. Well, not Twitter drama, but yes, there was a streamer that I don't know. I didn't watch the clip. I just saw like something. I didn't listen to the clip, but like they basically had a person that was in a full rubber latex setup go lie down on a dog bed, and then Twitch was like, there was actually some fake news of like Dan Clancy's approving it. I don't even know if that was true. But yeah, no, that did happen on that stream, and I don't feel comfortable with that, but whatever. Porn saw that was shocking her GIMP on Twitch and trash talk VTubers. It's crazy that was allowed. Whatever. Not a really shouldn't be allowed, but whatever. But yeah, only spent like a day in Venice. There was some really cool cathedral and all that stuff. Like this is really pretty. I think we either saw this on stream or the stream kept disconnecting before we could actually see this. That makes your 13th ban, by the way. That's fucking crazy. Now, how does that work? It really shouldn't. 13 bans should just get you not on this. So after that, after Venice, which you guys saw, we did the stream on Venice, so like there's a lot of that. I didn't have that much pictures. I'm gonna sound really pretentious right now and say we went to a place in Tuscany. This is the view that I had from the hotel. It's actually crazy, by the way. This right here is a little I guess it's a Castletown is kind of the best way to put this. I don't know if it's actually a Castletown. I just assume it was actual. Well, it's not from this, it's from the outside. So this is beautiful, by the way. This made me think of Frieren in ways that like really made me think of Frieren. Big enough to the answer's never. That's crazy. Framing on photos ever. Thank you. I actually pride myself on taking good pictures. Or try to. Looks like a Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, no, I have some other shots I'll show you in a sec. So this was in the middle of nowhere. We had to do like, an hour or two drive. My one regret is we didn't rent a car for this specific hotel because we were kind of stranded in the middle of nowhere without a car to go places and had to walk everywhere, which was interesting because so we walked to that town. So we walked from here all the way to here, by the way. Oh. So I walked to the town, which is a weird feeling just because Europe is a lot of walking. Yeah, no, it was not a bad walk. It was only a couple sketchy highway roads. But a lot of cut throughs. Just it's kind of crazy, actually. If you look at this, you go, how the fuck did you walk there? Not as long as you'd think. It only took like an hour and change. I think hour 20. Which doesn't feel right. You can't even do that in America. You can, you just might get in trouble. I go live. The view is that good. I do it. Yeah, you'll get run over. You might get run over here too. I will say the funniest thing is, so you can there's a lot of shops and all this, and like all these places, like you live on the up here, and then the shops are down below. There's also a few museums you can go into the tower, and we did get tickets to one of the towers. And ironically, I think this is it. I think actually no. Oh, this isn't the picture. Where the villa's over on the you can't see the villa, I think, because I think it's over here. But I literally have a 360 of being able to see where we hiked from. This is beautiful. Yeah, no, this is just really cool. This is just how they live. Like, it feels like how they lived back in medieval times. That's as great as you get. Yeah, no, this is in Tuscany. This is absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend this. It's a weird little town in the middle of nowhere, but like it was worth going to. But also, like, I couldn't stop thinking of, like, if you lived in this city and got invaded by other armies, of just how vast you can see everything. And it felt so weird. It was just like, these are the lens I control. I will see from all across. Like you see over the hillsides, like that's where they would attack. Yeah, it's really funny. The only thing you need to do extra is put up the sexual themed. Yeah. Also, gotta find, according to Twitch's own rules, you get banned for that if we're a badge of honor. That's fair, but also, yeah. Okay, fine. Here. You guys want more David? I'll show you more David. Seeing a legion of troops in the distance back would be terrifying. You could see everything. Yes, you're not wrong. It would be terrifying. Hold on, we got an ad. Gonna run ad while I look for David. Oh, more Spain. Well, this isn't Spain yet. We actually don't. I didn't take that many pictures of Spain. Just because Spain is very modern, I would say, in a sense that wasn't like this. Oh, you didn't just visit Italy? Yeah. So Hez, I went to visit Veru. that's also the thing. I went to say hi to Veru. That was basically my Spain trip. Spain's been a tourist trap for a long. Well, I think Barcelona might have been a little bit more like interactive. Spain, it was pretty. It was beautiful. It had like working roads and like stoplights and everything, which was cool. But yeah, the architecture, like, it's not old, so it's like kind of hard to be like, oh my god. It just feels like it actually. Madrid felt like Boston to me. I don't know why I had that feeling, but I did. Also, what's really funny is outside in the square, they just had a not a marble statue of David, but a rock statue of David, which I thought was really funny. Hold on. It kind of gave me East Coast vibes too. Yeah, no, it's weird how like chill it was. Which like most of the places I've traveled to are like Latin American countries. Which I don't know what to say about it. Okay, here. You want this there's David. Which, you know, I also have this picture, which I thought was really funny. It's David's butt. Oh, bad. Covered up. No. That dude's really funny. Just taking a picture of the butt. It's just like, yeah, but yeah. And then I also sent this. I sent this to Angelis because I thought it would be really funny. And then we have, I forget which. I don't think this was Athena. But yeah, just a lot of cool history. The framing is good. I try to get good framing. You should see, like, I'll have some good panning views and stuff like that. All right. But back to Freerin Land. It was really funny how, like, my brain was just trying to get Freerin. I would have guessed Athena. I don't think it was Athena, actually. So at this town, there was something. We were supposed to go into a church that was like a museum. The church was kind of cool because it had a bunch of like these murals on the ceiling and stuff like that. I took a picture of this one because it's literally like hell. It was really, this one's a very interesting picture to try to look at. But funny enough, when going into this church, if you were a woman and you were wearing certain clothes, they forced you to wear things that covered up. So if you were showing shoulders, or I don't actually know, like, what was the thing for the bottom half, but like any amount, they would make you wear these little shawl things that wrap it around you. And it was just actually insane. One of my persons that I was with, they're like, I don't think I would have gotten a ticket to this if I if I knew that they were going to do this. Cause no matter what I wore, I was fine. I was a guy. They didn't care. Something to do with knees, I guess. But like actually crazy that they just only target women. And it's just like, I don't like that. It feels ucky. Yeah, it felt weird. But yeah, very, very pretty. I have some more videos of some things that I've took pictures. Isn't this a monastery? Maybe, but like it's more of a church. This was a very interesting depiction. I tried to think that it was the different stages of hell, but I can't really target it or not. Because I know, like, I was like thinking this is like gluttony. I think they're like lust, but I it's hard for me to tell everything in this. Does it have practicing monks? I don't know if it does or not. It's like power wash art. Shut up. Stuff like power wash. But yeah, no, absolutely gorgeous. Is this the same picture? No, this is the same picture. But yeah, I know monasteries require people to things. I'm enjoying listening, but I gotta have a good night, Deco. Good luck with work. Appreciate you. But yeah, no, this was absolutely beautiful, and it was a kind of my last place in Italy to kind of to end it. Kind of got lucky. Okay, so this is not a really good picture. I couldn't actually get a good picture because it was so tiny. This was probably one of the best pieces of meat that I had. It was sous vide. Fuck. I'm trying to remember what cut of meat this was. It was a sous vide pork loin. No, I don't remember. This was really good. This was one of the more expensive restaurants. But it's sous vide meat with onion topping, and I forget what this was. I'd have to look it back up. This was delicious. We also got moose. Guys, what does this look like to you? Because I was joking about this. Guys, this looks like a cat food. This looks like cat dog food. It made me laugh because they were like, yeah, dog. It looks like peanut butter. It's Fancy Feast. Yeah, this is basically Fancy Feast. It's chocolate mousse, I guess. It's a mousse. I forget which kind. It was okay. It was not like, it wasn't like fluffy enough, and the presentation was terrible. But I laughed so hard. I'm like, guys, we're eating cat food. That was funny. Just made it funny. And then I had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way, to go to Rome to catch a flight. But this is kind of worth it. This is a painting. That's a painting. Yeah, that is probably the most gorgeous thing ever, was seeing this. I had to wake up so early, but it was kind of worth it, guys. Oh my God. So I had to go to Madrid. Now, the problem with the location, 100% worth, yeah, no, this kind of sucked though. So the problem with this location is I had to get a shuttle from my hotel back to Florence, and then take a train from Florence to Rome, and then take a flight from Rome to Madrid. Now, I could have just taken a flight from Florence. However, the price of the ticket for Florence was 4 times the price of the ticket from Rome. And that's like kind of including the train ticket from Florence to Rome. So instead, I did the thing of going all the way. Hi, Big Daddy Tumpy. We can't have 2 daddies here. Hi, Big Daddy Tumpy. This is an absolutely gorgeous picture, and I was like really like, holy crap, that sunset. Rome has been more, Rome had better flights where I could actually hang out with Veru without like doing an overnight thing. So like, I had to take it. And also it was cheaper, which was stupid. Or do they call them taxi flights? I don't think it's taxi flights. It's my Toast's daddy. Yeah. So this was an absolutely like insane morning where I got to see just the beautiful landscape, and it was like a little bit cold, but I'm just like, I'm not going inside. I'm just gonna just absorb this beauty and just be here and just be happy. So regardless of having to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. That was crazy. This picture is kind of crazy of the hotel that I stayed at, but like it really makes it. How is the baklava? I didn't actually have baklava. So yeah, this was the hotel, which fucking looks so picturesque. Yeah, I wish it was warmer so we could have actually gone swimming. No one wanted to go swimming with me either. So yeah. It wasn't an expensive hotel, mostly because it's in the middle of nowhere and they expect you to buy all the meals. I didn't show you this. Oh yeah, no, this is the food that I had at that hotel, which was a Florence steak. I think that's what it was. I did share this with another person because they forced you. Yeah, this was an expensive steak, but it was so fucking good, guys. This was a good steak. This is medium rare, by the way. This is medium rare. Guys, this is not medium rare. This is their medium rare, I guess. It's a little raw. Granted, like fuck it is. Yeah, I know. I will say it wasn't like, so sometimes when things are rare, it's very chewy. This wasn't at all. This was actually very good. The other person eating it did have stomach issues. I didn't. I don't think it was from the steak, but I also might just be, genes. Bro, shit looks blue. Yeah. This was, I had 2 times where we had issues with steak being too undercooked from like, I'm just nervous about getting sick. So thank God I don't think I got sick. As long as it hits the required temperature, that look shouldn't hurt. Yeah, but I'm sketchy about certain places, I guess, is my only thing. Depends where you are. Yeah, and I don't know. Still very delicious. Okay. Here's another weird thing about Italy's, maybe some other countries. I don't know what other countries. I don't get it because eating is supposed to be like a ritual. Like there's like going out to eat, which I tried to do research of like how many times do they actually go out to eat. But like when they go out to eat, it's a whole thing because it's like I maybe prove me wrong, but like I was under the impression that you on the menu you drink you know you have a lot of alcohol, so you have a lot of wine, but you have an appetizer, then you have firsts, then you have secondary, then you always have dessert, and then coffee. Like this is like an hour-long thing. Actually, like that's like 2 or 3 hours. Which I never understood about this because like it's like implying that you do multiple courses at a normal restaurant, socializing. Thermometer, bring a thermometer probe, yeah. Family, I don't know. It just seems like also drinking coffee after dinner is just, I could never do that. I want to go to sleep. Do people really speedrunning it? It's not that you speedrun eating. It's just that I'm full. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to get full after like a meal, I guess. I don't know. It's like, they want us to eat all this food. I can't even eat all this food. It's just too much. But also it depends because like if some people will get really mad like when you actually have to go and you just want a quick meal and then you have to leave. There are some places that they wouldn't let you sit down for just like an appetizer or a drink. They like, no, go somewhere else. They're like, that's kind of weird. Mix a little grappa in the coffee, you'll be fine. No. It's like going to a fish fry. What do you mean a fish fry? What? So I don't know. It's just, but also getting 2 plates of food it also sounds insane. Also, you have to order like sides for a lot of these things separate. Like if you want, you have to order like a side of potatoes or a side of tried beans. That was not good. I tried the beans. It was weird. I don't think I took a picture because it just was so unappetizing looking. So yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. It was delicious though. I was happy with it. Lots of food. I think I lost like 3 pounds. Went to Spain. Did the stream there. Did ate at places. Saw a little Veruito. But again, a lot of the architecture, like I didn't really need to take pictures of because it just reminded me of like Boston or not New York, but like mostly Boston. A lot of the streets reminded me of Boston, which was kind of weird. Did I take a picture of? I thought I took pictures. I don't know where my pictures went. I don't want to dox things. Also Madrid airport, kind of beautiful. There, that's a good picture. This kind of shows where like it's just mostly like kind of normal architecture. There are some places that are a little bit different, but like how tiny is Veru? Vrani's itty bitty. I'm pretty sure I equal 3 Verus. Did I give Veru uppies? Yes. Did Veru not? I gave Veru uppies. Let's just say that. Like it's just pick him up. Just pick him up. Pick her up. So yeah. Is that a good picture? Yeah, mostly Madrid. And I also like, I don't know how many like museums there were that were like kind of like iconic with things. I was talking about this with Rue. It was like, so in LA, we have the Getty Museum. We also have the Huntington. And in the Getty Museum, you have like Van Goghs and Monets and the history of Roman goddess, the Christian, like all that art stuff, which is kind of like comparable to some of the most prestigious like museums in the world. Spain is like Italy. All the really nice places are out of the way from the tourists. Yeah, I get it. Madrid is it? Yeah, Madrid was nice to spend time with, like with a friend and stuff like that. I don't think I recommend it as a touristy place. There's a lot of actually there wasn't even that much shopping. There was more shopping in Florence. I don't recommend that much time in Florence. I would have preferred to stay in Rome instead of Florence. Just because there's so many, like I'm sad I didn't go to like the Colosseum or stuff like that, where I don't. Yeah, Florence didn't really have that much in it. It had the Statue of David, which I guess we saw. So hopefully, if I ever go back, I'll go to Rome instead and try to go visit some of those things. But I don't know how like busy or touristy it is as well. So I don't know. Yeah, no, glad I did stream. I don't know what I have recorded and what was like good or usable. Again, I do want to make like 1 or 2 videos, 1 to 3 videos, YouTube at some point, maybe. Like I really want to. Oh yeah, that was one of the pretty gardens we got to go, or parks. I would say the parks there are really absolutely gorgeous. And like it's also really funny because like there's a lot of like random architecture that was built in them that makes it look pretty. There's so many Instagrams. The garden looks like LA. I don't think LA has that many good gardens. The Huntington's nice, but there's a lot of Instagram like people like recording videos. Thought that was really funny. There's a lot of people recording videos. You can't see them, but like there's like this goth group here like taking pictures. I don't even know what this is like supposed to signify. I don't know. I don't know why this really exists. So there is that. And yeah, this was the food on the plane back. Hi, Black. Welcome back. I would say it was good. It was mid. It was a little okay. The potatoes were actually really good. They don't look good, but it was interesting. Salad was good. Dessert was tasty, but not a good dessert. You had the goth girls. No, they were already taken for. I don't know. Overall, I'm glad I went on this trip. It's just a lot of I don't want to say culture shock of just like different culture things. Because okay, so let's go with some of the bathrooms. I'm a large man. I do not fit in a lot of those bathrooms. There is times when I can't really fit on the toilets, which sucks. It's just there. Oh, I forgot to talk about the hotel room in Florence. Oh, wait, do I have? I forgot. There was an animal. Okay, I forgot. I had some stories that I wrote down. Some actually ridiculously stupid things that happened. So, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so one of the nights we were in Sorrento. Okay, it was the night that I took this picture. We went to a restaurant and there was a really drunk Irishman, and they were with their family. And By the way, Beat Red, really funny. There was a person that bunch of drunk Aryans, gotcha. So there was a person that was coming up in the restaurant because it was an outdoor seating, and they were like hovering at your table and playing their guitar and singing. Okay. Now, usually when they do this, they sing a song for you. They expect like a little bit of tip. Most of the people didn't want this person there. And they just like show up and say, I'm going to sing for you. And then they like basically hold out their hand for money. And you can't even like say no. Because also it was just very awkward and like go no, like even when you say no thanks, like they just ignore you. Thank you, commies. So like this person started and was singing at this table with his family, and he was getting like kind of aggressive of just explaining that you usually tip after the song, and they weren't having it because like again, didn't ask for this service, didn't actually want this. So he kind of was mad, like the guy like got really angry, and like eventually the guitarist like left without getting money and would go to other tables. They went to our table, and we were like, no, we're all set. And he just started playing and singing. And then he's just like, kind of asking for a tip. And we'll just like nod our head. Like, we don't have any cash. Like, what do you want from us? We don't have we only have like 10s or 20s. Like, we're not getting that. So like, we don't have coins. So F off, like, leave us alone. He gave us the hands thing. I actually don't think I can do it. It's when you, put all your fingers together, and like he basically said fuck. He gave us the finger basically in Italian. The Fazuli. I forget what it's called. And he kept on going to table to table. Some would pay him, some like a lot of them wouldn't. But like just the audacity of this guy. So as we were leaving, we didn't see the guitarist for knife hand. Not knife hand. It's when you like cup your fingers together. He's just trying to scam tourists, screw him. Yeah, no, basically. So the funniest thing, or I don't know if it's funny, it kind of fucked up. So as we were leaving, all of a sudden, we see the drunk Irish guy with a guitar in his hand, starting to strum it and mimic the person that was singing before. And then we see the angry singer staring daggers at him because apparently he grabbed his guitar and started playing it. Already love the Irish guy. Yeah. I had a little bit of respect of it, but yes, no, this guy stole the guitar while he was on a smoke break or something. No idea how he got it. No idea. All of a sudden, because he just came sprinting over to the people that he was with and started singing, which was, thank you, Daddy. That's the perfect sign. And kind of just crazy that happened. Was not expecting it, and just go, what the fuck just happened? So yeah. And then you see him like 5 minutes later giving him money and like giving him back the guitar, and going, what is actually happening? Like, that's what you buy the Irishman a pint. No, he was way too drunk. He needed not no more alcohol because he's also with his family. But it was very funny. Yeah. But then again, like the problem is, I don't know how I feel about it because the guitarist was then talking to like the owner and waiters of the restaurant we were at. And I'm just like, why do you allow this guy to harass your customers? It makes me never want to go back to your restaurant. And then you're like, probably know the guy because he's done this before. And it's just like, I don't know how I feel about this anymore. So yeah, wasn't too happy about that. A high truck. Probably a relative. We did joke that it was like his uncle or something. But yeah, that sucked. In Florence, I think you guys barely saw it on stream, but there was a lot of stalls and everything there. Yeah, so one of the people that I was with almost got pickpocketed. I was streaming while they were walking around. Yeah, no, they almost got pickpocketed. So, which is kind of crazy because apparently someone was distracting them while the other one was trying to pickpocket. Which I know I was warned about, and that's why I had like a little satchel thing for my wallet. But like, you never expect it to happen to you, I guess. And the fact that it did happen to someone that I was with, of just like, oh man, it just also, oh no, there's a couple times where wallet chains are helpful. Or just get the fanny packs. But it was when I was walking, because we took a train to get to Florence, and I had all my luggage, and someone approaches me. They always do. They always approach you like this. They go, "Where are you from?" And it's when they say it, it seems so disingenuous, because how do you start a conversation of where are you from? Like, how do you start it going, where are you from? Like, it's not like, hey, how you, like, it's just, it just feels so scripted in a way that was like really messed with me. But like, I had luggage, I had a backpack, and I had my other carry-on, and my people that I was with all had their luggage. And this person's like, I just need you for a second. Like, where are you from? I go, America, and just kept on walking. And it just, I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't like stop or anything, because like, it just seems so scammy and so like, I'm pretty sure they were distracting me so they could, try to do something. Bless your heart, where are you from? When I asked the response, yeah, that's also fair. But it's just like, I'm almost like, my curiosity does get me of like, what is their routine? Like, what are they actually doing? I'm in a rush with luggage. What are they trying to accomplish here? Because obviously I have a lot of luggage on me, so they're going to try doing something. And I would love to know, but also I don't want to get shit stolen from me, so I don't want to deal with that. Oh man, I gotta run ads. They'll snag the luggage. No, it was heavily secured. I don't think they'd be stupid to try to snag the luggage there. But like, it's just curious of what they were trying to do. I don't know. Because like, you want to bet? It's fair. Because like, also was during a stream where someone did try to approach me and ask for me for money. So like, I don't know. It's sketchy. And it's funny because I also like watched one of the TikToks of like the people giving out bracelets at one of the churches, like outside of just like, asking, like their first thing was, where are you from? And I'm just like, man, they all have this script of like trying to get you to I don't know, give them money, scam them. And it just feels icky. It just feels really gross, and I hate it. So yeah, Florence was complicated feelings. All right, what else? What other stories did I have? I had the pickpocket. I cover up shawl. Oh, this was when I was in Madrid airport. If anyone's handing out anything, the answer is no. Yeah, no, never grab anything. Never, just never have hands open. I have a crazy, when I was at Madrid airport, which was so stupid. So during the security checkpoint, by the way, going through like not TSA, but like their equivalent of like border patrol or border, it's actually insane how little they check your baggage, or you declare, like you just have to declare. So if you don't declare anything, they just don't look for it. And I'm really surprised how easy it is to get through the checkpoints now, which is not a bad thing, but also me getting a flight off from America, and having to get a connecting flight to where I was going was just like stamp done. So that was interesting. But so I was in the airport getting my bags scanned for when I was going to go in Spain. And the lady in front of me, because my bag had a lot of electronics in, so like it got flagged. But the bag before me, they pull out a 2 millimeter long pocket knife. And I go, what the fuck? They pull out this pocket knife, and the people that it was in a lady's bag. You mean 2 centimeter? Sure, I don't know. Centimeter, yes. You can call that a knife. So the lady, it was in a lady's bag, but there's also her husband there, and the police had to show up and be like, no, and the guy was trying to defend having the knife and trying to get it back by saying that it's small enough for them to take it. And then, which was crazy, by the way, because like, yeah, no, it's a tiny little pocket knife. Like it's just a Boy Scouts knife. Actually, a little bit bigger than like a Swiss Army knife. Technically, he's right. What do you mean technically he's right? That you're allowed to have a knife? No. Like, it was a big enough blade that you could stab someone with this. If it's small enough, it definitely wasn't small enough. I'm trying to think of like. It definitely wasn't small enough. Like no matter what, like it was a whittling knife. Yeah, sure. About they used to sell pocket knives at the airport shops, but again, it depends on the country, depends on all these things. But the guy was trying to defend it and keep the knife. Which at that point, if they say you can't have this knife, just give it up. But the guy then was making stabbing motions, like to the police officer, and I couldn't hear what he was saying while he was literally thrusting his hand like with a pretend stabbing motion. And I was just like, what is going on? Just let it go. And like the lady that like the bag, like they were like holding her bag and they're like, you need to come with us. She's like, I need to get my bag. They're like, no, you need to come with us. Then your bag will be here. And just like, it's the dumbest touristy like thing ever. I was mind blown how like stupid and like weird it was because it just didn't feel surreal. And yeah, they like had to mark their ticket, and I don't think they're on a list, but it's just how they tried to defend having a knife in their bag and like keep it is just no, just don't like fight it. Never have a knife on a carry-on. Yeah, just never have a knife on a carry-on. You can do check luggage, but not carry-on. But yeah, also insane. It was. Then I also had to wait because the agent was like taking care of all of this, and like so my bag was waiting and a girl behind me was like, okay, are we done? And then someone finally came over and be like, oh, yeah, no, your bag's fine, didn't need to check anything, it just had a lot of like electrical stuff in it. So I was like, god damn it. But also it was funny because I got to see that spectacle. Then almost lost my earphones because of everything, but yeah, it was fine. Also, that airport's so fucking big. The Rome airport was huge, and like it took me 20 minutes to get to the terminal. It took me 20 minutes of walking to get to my freaking terminal. I was sweating, and I hated it. I hate it so much when you have to walk so goddamn much. Okay, man, that was a really lot. So let me just recap for me getting from Rome to Madrid was shuttle, train. No, sorry. Yeah, shuttle, train. Was another train? Shuttle, train. Got me there. Go up. Then have to walk like a mile. Also, Madrid was also a huge airport. Both of them were kind of actually. Madrid's a lot bigger. Madrid was kind of ridiculous. Bigger or smaller than. I'm pretty sure bigger. I can't really tell because also they just put you in like the farthest corner. The Madrid airport had me going up elevators, down elevators, taking buses just to get to the international and then going through like 3 different checkpoints. It was weird. I don't know why it was so complicated. And also walking 20 miles to, have a shitty bathroom. It just, yeah. Madrid is international. Same with Rome, but still. It was a lot. You had to go to like a separate international building. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. And they also have really shitty signage sometimes. So yeah, fun. But yes, having like your same terminals, like it's not the same terminals, but like very similar terminals with like international, domestic. So I don't know. It was a whole thing. And also I felt like I went through like 3 different checkpoints. I don't know. But got to go to Madrid. And see Veru and kind of deal with the toilet situation. I barely fit in a shower. Well, okay. No, it's not that I barely fit in the shower. It's I barely fit in the door of the shower. Had to go sideways and suck in my chest because both my butt and my, pecs were making it hard for me to get into the shower, which is very funny. And also a lot of the places I could not sit on the toilet and like relax because I was so it's hard being a bulk guy, but Veru lives in a hobbit house. A lot of them kind of feel like a hobbit houses of like we were at a appliance store and you just could build like poop air dummy thing. Well, hey, I don't know how I feel about that. We were at an appliance store though, and I saw like the fridges, and the fridges are so weird because they're like half the size of most American fridges, but like a little bit taller. But like, I can't live. I need a big fridge. I like to do meal prep and I like to store things, and my eggs alone would not fit in those fridges, and I can't. I don't know how people live like that. I just hate it. Everything's so compact. It's so I don't know. It was fine for like a weekend, but like me actually thinking about living in a room like that where like I can't like relax on my own toilet sounds like hell. It really does. They buy groceries like daily to every other day. Yeah, I also hate doing that. I like to go buy groceries once a month and then I'm done. That's my ideal. I don't want to go weekly or daily to get groceries because also it's just more expensive. I like my Costco trip. That seems like reasonable. But who knows? Yeah. And then the flight back, I also want to I will say I forgot the Iberia is the airline I went on. Granted, the seats were more comfortable. The Italian ITA airline, my tailbone was dying after that. I'm actually like really mad I didn't like bring one of those seat cushions because my tailbone hurt so freaking much for like 3 days after that plane flight. With the Iberia one, it wasn't as bad. However, the room you get when someone moves their seat into a reclined position, it just disappears. I was watching on my iPad because I was watching a bunch of JoJo. and they reclined their scene back. It flung my iPad like off of the stand, and basically I couldn't even look at the screen anymore because it was so compact. I was so pissed, and he did it like 3 times, and wouldn't get the hint that my knee going into the back of his chair, constantly like fucking shaking his chair, wasn't enough for him to not stop reclining backwards. But how the fuck do I don't guys, what's the correct way to handle someone reclining in a chair on an airplane? Because they're technically allowed to do it, but they shouldn't, especially in those planes. Because there's some reclining where it's not that big a deal. When you recline, it like it doesn't really cut off knee space. It's just like a little bit. That one was bad. That was like the chair was digging into my knee at some point. I was like, ow, what the fuck? So if I pay for the seat that reclines, I will be reclining. Well, Tippy, you might just have someone in the back of your chair, constantly kneeing it and constantly vibrating your chair. It's not that I really want to. It's just that my knee was getting jammed in there and I can't really help it. So yeah, that sucked. It's guy. I'm tall as it can get. Yeah, no, also I get it. Esplay, then start getting, no, the guy looked like a douchebag. I'd fight over it if I told not to recline. Again, you're allowed to recline. I'm just gonna knee the back of your chair the entire flight. Also, the airlines. I feel like the airplanes have been getting worse and worse because a lot of them like stopped doing screens. I know the international ones were a little bit better, but we'd both be on the no-fly list. Yeah, it was like the first plane, it was fine, but that one it just took away all of your room for the person that you're reclining back into. They got to maximize capacity. They do, but they also make the other like, I don't know. It's such a weird thing where they had space for like standing next to the bathroom. So I'm like, couldn't you have just like taken a little bit of that space to make it better? But also they want to make you pay for business or economy plus or whatever the fuck they call it. And Bright says better because you can get a bed. Well, that's just expensive. First going out of business is a move in the right direction. I don't know. Airlines always seem so weird where like, how are they going out of business when they charge these prices? Also, like there's the whole thing where there was a huge issue with the carry-ons this time. So because like, they charge so much for your baggages now because they're not included. So you do carry-ons. And the carry-ons now have to be under some places 20 pounds, others 17 pounds. And my entire wardrobe had to be under 17 pounds, basically, for that flight. It sucked. It wasn't fun, but I did it. The fact that the people that I was with didn't realize that they were a little bit over on the weight limit, and they had to check their bags. And guess what happened? The airlines lost their bags. So the first 2 days of the trip, they didn't have any of their clothes. So that was, and they also like tried to pack to not do that. So one of the people that I was with, they literally went to the agent and go, I don't want to check my bag. It will get lost. And this was the 4th time of traveling in like the past, 10, 20 years that they've lost their luggage. 4 times is crazy amount, by the way, because they don't travel that much. That's why my Xanadu is good. Although I triple check requirements. Yeah, I do too. But also, that's a hard requirement to hit under when you're traveling international for like a week. It's just a lot. I had to buy a bag. Actually, it's a pretty cheap bag, but it's a really good bag just for carry on. Because I just didn't want to risk it. And also I knew I was going to be walking a lot with my luggage, so I didn't want a rolly bag because I'll just have two backpacks type thing. But I also like couldn't even take one of the bags because it was just too heavy, and I needed something lighter, which was so annoying, by the way. But yeah, no, I also like triple check and weigh things and like go, okay, is this too much? Is this not enough? Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it's always worth it. Yeah, but also they just keep lowering the requirements. Sucks. I know I was in Madrid. And I saw another line where they like actually take out the that thing that you can put your bag into and see how big it is. Yeah, they actually make everyone that has carry-ons slide it into that thing. It's just like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? Like this is like way too picky. How much are you actually getting paid by these things? Also, they let the airlines let me upgrade to like business class. Like you could bid on it, but the minimum bid for business class was like $1,000. I'm like, who's gonna do that to go from economy to spending $1,000 more, like more than the actual ticket cost to get a business class seat? Well, granted, those are nice seats, but like, no fucking way. Also, you wonder if like. Because they probably free upgrade people for a bid. Yeah, for a bid. Like an automated bid. I don't know why. Like, why aren't they? I don't know. That seems weird to me. I don't know. I don't even know. But yeah, again, I highly recommend Italy. Italy was insane. Madrid was meh, but I got to see Veru. Veru is a tiny little bean who this actually spawned what I really want to do. Okay, so me torturing Veru and making them do all of these steps really did inspire me to want to do a hiking show where I just torture streamers and make them go on hikes and walk absurd amount of miles. And it'd be really funny if I could get more people to do this. I'm just like, take a stupidly long hike and make them go on it until they give up or like until they cry. I really want to do more of that because I think it's really funny. And also try to get people out of line. Hey guys, you should do at least 5,000 steps. If Veru hasn't been doing like 4,000 steps and it's actually their average was like 3,000 and kind of pissed me off, and they got mad at me for saying they need to get more steps. And I really do think you need to get steps. You should get 8,000 steps, but like I was saying 10,000 steps. They thought that was ridiculous. It's really not that ridiculous. I don't know why. My average for that week, by the way, was 17,000 steps. It was actually, I felt so much better, by the way, besides like being a little bit in pain with my feet, but doing 17,000 steps in a week, every single like average kind of was nice. I kind of like that. I should do more of that. It's so hard. It's impossible for me to do any of that. But yeah. Other than that, I beat like, I had a good time. Oh, and also okay. I didn't talk about like the setup for my stream. So that was just a whole pain in the ass. Sounds nice. I had a good time. Big boy, let's do Lookout Mountain. Lapis has hiked that. Lookout Mountain, Lapis has hiked that one. That would be actually really fun. I also want to do Celeste Mountain with Neko and somebody else if they go. That'd be cool. I want to do more hikes. I'm gonna try figuring out. I'm gonna try testing out some stuff. I think I might buy a dish for things. I don't know. We'll see. I just work. Amazon might be doing the Starlink competitor, so Starlink might get even better. Not sure. Oh, I also forgot to say when I was doing the Madrid stream. I instantly got a migraine that I hopefully I didn't show, but like I was in a lot of pain on that stream. Thinking of getting Starlink. I heard Starlink's not great for streaming. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, no. That Madrid stream was fun, but it was weird. It was a weird thing. Also, we saw the K-pop people. Anything is better than the internet you got. Why don't you have good internet? That's what I don't get. It's like, what do you have to do to get good internet? Like I got lucky because I've got gig internet here. And I will say, I did almost move into an apartment that had copper wiring that made it so you could only have like 50 megabytes per second. And I kind of lost some money because I put a deposit on an apartment and then they talked about the internet and I go, I can't do this. Give me back my money, please. And then they didn't. I think UFD Tech uses Starlink. Remember, apartment's supposed to get fiber is so great. Every place should just have fiber. I want to say it's because my house is outdated. Well, so Blazin, that's shouldn't matter. They should run a new two fiber is nice. Yeah, fiber is just fucking good. They should be able to get you better connection. The only way that you wouldn't be able to get a fiber connection is if like it's a big complex and there's like actually like hazardous material preventing that. But like I doubt that it. Fiber only runs to your house, not into your house. Yeah, but they'll run coax cables to your they can run stuff. The thing is, I feel like they're not running copper in your house. So I don't like either something's fucking up or I don't know, because you really should have better internet connection or have someone just send someone over to fix it. Because you won't have fiber connection, but you still should have better connection than what you have. I still don't know what your provider is and everything. So yeah. Fiber line to a box, then box to an ONT. I don't know what ONT stands for, but yes. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some more hiking streams in the near future. Probably not this weekend since I have to get my life together, but a couple places that I want to go to in the very near future before I have to possibly move is I want to go to have a good night, Norm. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I want to go to Zion National Park. Zion National Park. I do want to go back to Grand Canyon and stream that. I want to go Zion, Grand Canyon, probably Yosemite again, just because I love Yosemite. I don't know how I can stream that because I think there's too many trees. Yellowstone, I will be going to at some point. I need to talk to the person I'm doing that with. And then what else? Where else should I go on the West Coast that's like kind of driving distance from me? I've been to Sequoia, but I would technically do that, I guess, again. It's not too far away from LA. I feel like I don't know if that would be a good stream though. That's a weird park. Because like Sequoia National Forest is something that like is better to experience it yourself and not like it's kind of hard to show it on stream because of just how big the trees are. You can't really grasp it. It's kind of like the Grand Canyon. I was talking about this, talking to Rexon about this of like, it's one thing to see the Grand Canyon in video or images. It's another to experience it. And it's just, yeah, dude, the Grand Canyon's fucking insane. That rocket formation they used in movies and TV. What rocket formation, huh? I actually don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other national forests or places I want to go that's not like Vasquez Rocks. I've ever heard of that. I don't think Death Valley. Like I was considering Death Valley at one point. but I don't think I want to. Utah might be a good thing. Well, it's actually not bad. Where is this? Map. Wait, where is this? Oh, that's down near. No, what? Oh, that's actually not that far away. Wait, what? I could go do that. What? That's not far away at all. Time and money, get new internet. Yeah, getting new internet is not a bad idea. I've never heard of that place. I might go check that place out. That could do like a lot sooner. Oops. Nope, didn't want to do that. I'm actually curious. How? Yeah, that's not that far. Okay, that's kind of cool. Star Trek historic film site. Oh, that's like, okay, so that's a Space Rock Trail. Okay. That's interesting. That's okay. That's where they filmed a lot of stuff from like what's the not Star Trek? What's the Orville? Bill and Ted started. Okay, that seems like a place that I could go check out. I'd be down for that. I'll put that on the list. Trying to think of other places. There's a lot of other cool places that I would consider going, and then just doing hiking and stuff like that. I also have to figure out how to edit videos and everything because it's all fun. But yeah, I think that's about it for that trip. And I wasn't planning on really talking about it this long, but oopsies, oopsie doopsies. I had fun. Europe was an experience that I wasn't expecting. This trip really just came out of nowhere, and I just kind of went for it because it was a good opportunity to go for it. I hate traveling alone. It's glad you had a safe trip. Yeah, me too. No one got robbed, almost did, but I will say, like, I'm happy that I went. I still would have probably. I like to experience new things, so I can't say I'd rather go to Japan again, but now I'd still rather go to Japan. I do. This did kind of stir. Like, I do want to go back to Europe. I do want to go visit other friends. I kind of want to try organizing a semi-European trip at some point, with people that might want to go and have friends and things. Like, I still want to see Rise. Rise said that they were to host me. God, I want to dig. Hi, Anthony. Take a Japanese dude. Japan. I want to try to figure out a Japan trip, but I feel like trying to get more than like 3 people would just be hell. Just because there's so many things to do and there's so many places you'd want to go that, like, trying to coordinate that just would be terrible. You basically just coordinate, like, let's just go to Tokyo one day. It's expensive. I disagree. I don't think Japan's that expensive. Yen to USD. Yeah, yen to USD. It's still pretty low. Like, a lot of USD will get you far. When I went to yeah, it's still $100 a night. You could spend a lot of money in Tokyo. I mean, not in Japan. The tour ticket though. So you can spend a lot of money in Japan. However, you can go pretty cheaply too. And that's like kind of the big thing of, like, you can just find cheaper hotels that aren't like next to Yo! Crumb with a tier 2, you psychopath. Hi, Crumb. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in. Hi, Crumb. How are you doing? Where's Refugees? Mwah. How are you doing, Crumb? Yes, I was just finishing up talking about Italy and the trip that I took, and we're not talking about Japan and all the things of I really want to go explore stuff. How you doing? How was your stream? What did you get up to? I hate ninjas. I hate ninjas. I hate ninjas. Why do you hate ninjas? How are you? How was your trip? My trip was good. A little exhausting, a little tiring. Work kind of made it shitty, but like it's fine. I will say that ban jockeys, please. No. Why? I still think this is my favorite picture. Yeah, it's one of my favorite pictures. Please, I'm not joking. Trollers from Gardic. Got it. Dude, the amount of okay. Gardic phone, holy shit. That's crazy. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with people? And let's just go report that. That's kind of funny that you banned him. And he's still able to like go through the raid. What is wrong with people? I've been noticing this, like Gardic phone itself, for some reason, like gets like it just it gets the biggest trolls. How do I report him? Hold on, open native card. Let's just report that. Chat messages. Hateful conduct. Let's just turning violence. Let's just go. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Huh. Man, Crumb. I've heard that some people have issue with Gartic phone. I don't know why Gartic phone has just started being that bad. New thing to add to the filter. Yeah. I don't know why. That's actually crazy. Just gonna report those. Yeah, let's just submit those reports real quick. I love Gartic, but those guys have no maintenance. Yeah, no, it's just I've never understood why certain people will troll like that. Like, how pathetic of a human being do you have to be to basically troll content creator or troll communities or just go from game to game and do all of this stuff? Like, what? How sad and pathetic is your life that you do that? Oh, Blazin', I don't know if that like I don't know where that one goes from. That I wouldn't block that one. At the end of the day, all I did was lose a VOD. Okay, I can edit and still post it on YouTube. I don't know. I could probably explain that because on the stream you ban someone they can still watch, even though you can allow it, but it's just weird that it would take them with a raid. It's not even the act of it's just how sad and pathetic and boring is your life that you have to get entertainment from going to chats and trying to like spam slurs or stuff like that. It's just like, I almost feel bad for them because of just that they do it. And then they get mad, like by me talking about it, there's like they'll get mad and get vengeful and try to do even worse things. And like, you know, it's just sad. I don't get why you would do that. Like come on, like there's so many more. There's so much more to life. Like why would you fill your like heart with hate? Why would you go out of your way? Like it just makes you not happy. Like it's never gonna bring you joy. It's never gonna bring you good things in your life if you do all of this. It's just gonna make you more and more miserable. I don't get it. They're 400-pound 14-year-old whose parents don't love them. I get that. And it's just sad, honestly. I don't understand it is a mental illness. It is probably a mental illness. And it's just, they do need a hug, I guess, but like, why, like, how many hours a day do you think they spend doing that? That's also the thing is like, this is definitely not like a first time they've done this. It's definitely a thing of like, how many hours a day do they go and troll Gartic Phone? Like, what? Like, how many hours? All of them. Yeah. It just like, this isn't a bot. This is a real person. That's what makes it so sad. Oh, they make a job out of being a nuisance, but they don't get paid. I don't know. It's just the hate raids and all that stuff, like always, not amuse me, but like, I guess fascinates, not like the right word, but like, it's a morbid curiosity of like, why are you spending your time hating something when there's so much like beauty out in the world? Like I went to this place, I went to fucking the Amalfi Coast and go, this is beautiful. This is amazing. And I want to experience more of this. I will like work hard to try to experience this stuff in my life. I didn't mean to, that's fine, Crumb. Don't worry about it. It's always funny. Like when I get like hate raiders or people that like say crazy, insane stuff, I know it's like a mental illness, and you know, at some point, like they do need help and need to go see someone, or they need to grow up and, you know, realize that they'll never find happiness if they continue to do all this shit. Which I do hope that at some point they'll have like some kind of awareness of like that they're a shitty person or like that it's just bad. But like, I don't know. It's also why like I don't want people to turn out that way, and it's why you create good communities and stuff like that. So I really love Gartic Phone, but I don't understand why it's community for hate raids. I don't know either. I guess it's just because it's a community game. I think Jackbox also had that same issue of just like, they're free, they can get banned and get like, it's the thing of, if Gartic Phone costs like $1, I don't think you'd have nearly as many issues. I think it's because their account can get constantly free and like recreated and all that stuff is why it's such an easy target. But yeah, no, it's just a weird thing. It's just so weird. And also why they get attracted to certain things is also crazy. So anyways, hope you had a good stream. I'm sorry that you had to deal with those people too, because like I know it's not fun. It's just, you want to just do some Gartic Phone, have a good time, and shit like that happens. But also, they get banned so fast. Like, they literally get banned in 2 seconds, and they don't like. It doesn't affect anything on this channel whatsoever, besides like stupidity. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's so weird. It's so weird. Anyways, trip was good. Saw some beautiful sights. Want to go back to Europe. Want to go visit some people. Yeah, no, would love to go to like Germany and Denmark and Switzerland and probably not the UK, even though I know like a couple people at the UK probably still don't want to go there. I don't know. Maybe London, like, is London worth going to? I don't know. I haven't really heard of people like, I've heard of some people go to London, but like, I don't know. I got to catch you some of your IRL stuff. It was fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do more. I'm gonna try to do some hikes and try to set that up to do, but we'll see. A small time nobody, but it's the stupid game they play. Yeah. I lose a 4-hour fought on Twitch, but who? Yeah, there's also that of also you don't really. I guess you can lose the VOD, but as long as you're banning them, I don't know. But yeah, no, I love traveling. I love hiking. I love doing all this stuff, and I want to do more. I just hope I can with my schedule that might be coming up and doing Stonehenge. No, see, okay. The druid in me really wants to go see Stonehenge. I would really love to go to Stonehenge during the winter or summer solstice. However, the Stonehenge has kind of been ruined. The Stonehenge has been like, one, it's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing good surrounding the Stonehenge. But two, you can't like go near it anymore. They've been spreading it further and further. Also, ever since the oil people, shitty people did stuff, they've kind of, ruined Stonehenge to begin with. Stonehenge just is next to a highway, if I remember. It's just in the middle of nowhere, though. I don't remember if it's like near anything. I just think it's meh. It's actually just reminds me of like I'm sad that I'll never be able to go to Egypt. There's also nothing else in your Stonehenge. That's the thing. Is like, Varu, hello. How's your feet? How? Also, did you get your steps in today or tomorrow? I need you to just start stepping up by going on walks. Hi, Varu. Let it be known this bear made me go out 3 times in the same day. I could have died. Yeah, you didn't. That's also why I'll never go to Egypt, is because the people have made it terrible. It's bad. It's worse than Venice, and Venice wasn't great. But yeah, no, I got to see Varu in Madrid, and I picked him up very easily. Just lifted them up straight. So it did say I was going to do that, so I did have to do that. Yeah, Varu, it definitely didn't fit in your bathroom. Everything else was fine. I will say, I do want to go back to visit other people in Europe so badly. My understanding is that you pretend to not speak English. The tourists harassers leave you alone. Yeah, that might work, but also you got to learn another language to be able to do that. Because I'm assuming they probably learn Spanish. I'm so chill right now. I've also, hot take, everybody should just learn, all the countries should just learn English. That should just be the global language. All of them already know English, so it's not that hard of a thing to just learn more English. Also, it's amazing how everybody learns English or just knows English. Drew, what language did we talk to when we were in Madrid? Oh, English. I forgot. That would be nice. Yeah. He's not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. Every time I've gone to a different country, they all speak English, and it's so stupid. But like, they all understand a lot of the English. Because you spoke English. Exactly. Or do you all got uppies? I did give Vru uppies. It was really funny. Vru was a fantastic host. They wouldn't stop harassing me about them making food for me, even though I wasn't hungry, and they guilt tripped me into so many things. And they got mad at me for making them go for walks when they were the ones that volunteered to go for the walk in the first place and then got hurt. If you didn't smooch Vru, I wasn't gonna smooch Vru. That's too, too parasocial. I guilt tripped Kuma into going for a steakhouse. I wasn't against the steakhouse. The steakhouse was pretty good. I still think like the side dishes and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of that style of food, of just like this is the cost for a steak and then you have to add side dishes. It's so weird. Also, I was full. Ate a lot of red meat. I normally never eat red meat. I ate so much red meat on this trip. It was probably like all of the red meat in the entire like month of eating, which is so funny. That was a different steak, but also the steak that I don't think I took a picture of the steak I got at the Brazilian steak place, just because it looked like just a piece of meat. It was good, but like it yeah. Actually, did I have that picture? I thought I did take a picture of that. Why do I not have a picture of that? Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb. I didn't take a picture of it cut open because, yeah, no, it was, okay. This is also weird. Like, I'm going to say it was a good piece of meat. It had like this cheese sauce as well. Why sweet potato? Okay. Yeah, the potato chips are so fucking weird. They're sweet potato. They were good, but like this meal, where's the beef? Again, it was a good what's that off to the side? You talking about the 3 cherry tomatoes? No, these are tomatoes. Cheese. They're actually cooked really good, but it's a weird thing of you're supposed to order side dishes with this. And I'm just like, I didn't want to order a side dish because I was very full. Because Vru made me eat a different sandwich beforehand. So like I wasn't really like that hungry. I could also not get a good picture of the sandwich. I could have got a better one. But like Vru made me eat like a meat sandwich. That's just, the bread's cool, but that looks tasty. It was a good steak. It was a little undercooked for my liking. So jealous you got to hang out with Vru. Yeah, she is a wonderful host. Needs to be a little more decisive, but tries really hard, and that's the best you can want from them is because they try. Yeah, no. The funniest thing about Vru is the restaurants Vru wanted to take me to, the famous Spanish restaurants of pizza, ramen, and Argentinian steak. That's the famous Spanish restaurants Vru wanted me to take me to. So yeah, it was really good pizza. I came from Italy. Do not take me to a pizza joint as soon as I leave Italy. I was SMH. Don't you SMH me. I can't believe you tried to do that. It's the audacity of this woman. Better or worse than Italian New York style? I didn't have the pizza. But also, I like New Haven style pizza the best, probably. You were there to indulge in the culture. Yeah, no. We did get okay. We got churros and hot chocolate, which was the one thing that was like, what Spanish food can we get? And there was churros and chocolate. We went to the Chocolateria, which is the best fucking name for anything. It's a Chocolateria. Drew has Drew has to be more decisive. Also, me asking Kuma what would you like to do. Oh, well, do whatever you want. Well, here's the thing, Drew. I believed in you and wanted to see how you would be as a host. So you passed for most of it, minus the weird food thing. I did say Spanish food, but like you just, it's fine. Also, having the siesta. No, is it siesta? Having the fact that like people take naps during the middle of the day, because that also happened in Italy where all the things closed, is a problem. And yeah, I really gave you. I also, whenever I see that word, I just want to say jamming. Hamon and cheese. Yeah, I know. Also, they had those at the airport, which I thought was really funny. Oh, Vru, one of my snacks they gave me for the plane flight was literally liquefied meat, basically. You meet any birds there? Is that a slang for women? I can't tell, but also no. No, I didn't. There's a reason for that, and I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by the reason I didn't talk to any girls there. Can't. I'll tell you later. Bird equals non-chicken. Okay, I don't like the term chicken head either. But yeah, no, again, I had a good time. I want to do more trips. I want to go visit. I'm excited to hang out with some people because like I've got a trip in July and I've got a trip. Well, I've got 2 trips in July because I have off Kai as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do for off Kai because I can't stream off Kai because that con sucks. So I might try doing something outside of the convention, but also VTubers don't want to like reveal. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna try getting my backpack better, and we're gonna do cool stuff. And I have dumb ideas. So yeah. Next time we get Vru a Japanese senior car, what does that mean? Also, I just want to take people. I just want people to go to Japan. That's all I really want. Japan would be so cool. Streaming in Japan. I really want to stream in Japan. I think that's like a goal. That's a life goal, honestly. I don't really like streaming, but like, yeah, I also want to live in Japan. Maybe I will just go take that streaming job in Japan, or not the streaming job, the teaching job. That can't be a good idea, right? It's just they don't pay you money. That can't be smart. I gotta look into it. Brand new K trucks coming to the US in 2028. Yeah, I saw a lot of K trucks in Italy. I've been planning a darn Japanese trip for 7 years. Man, Anthony, that's a long time. Hey, if you ever need suggestions, I have some. Japan would be a dream trip. Yeah. Japan is a dream trip. It's really worth it. I would say it's just so fucking fun. You also get the not the Shinkansen, the tourist train ticket that's unlimited train uses. Highly recommend it. It's all fun. Oh my god. Oh. Toyota is 13K. The Subaru starts at 7K for a K truck? Holy shit. How fast can those go? not fast. 12 for the total, they could do like 60. It really only needs to do 60. 60 under load. And it's not fun at 60. It's shit. Yeah, I know. Again, it's just, it's fine. They're comfortable at 45. Okay. Again, you usually don't need to go on the highway with those. Those are just for, you know, day trip stuff. If you own a K truck and see, this is the thing. You own a K truck and you own a motorcycle and you're good. You're good with life. Kuma might not fit in one. I would love to see if I could fit in one. Also, I could fit in one, just the back. Oh god, I'm sorry. I am still jet lagged as shite. They're around town, around the property work. Yeah, no, I used to, my dad used to have one of the, not the K truck, but like the old, smaller trucks until they just like stopped making them. I don't even think they do anymore. Where they were, it was like between a truck and a K truck, and like that little mid size Toyota pick, basically Toyota, yeah, but like the smaller ones. They have all kinds of options. One is a free refrigerator. That's kind of cool. It was the pre-Tacomas. Yes. Biking in Japan seems like the most chill thing ever on God. I don't think I'd want to go biking. Well, I hate biking in general. Like, okay. I've always struggled with biking. The chafing, I don't know. They called it a pickup. Fair. Biking has always been like not easy for me, I guess. Imagine knowing how to ride a bike. God damn it, Vru. Vru, I need you to stop being such a VTuber. I need you to learn these life skills that you do need to have. Yeah, I would have taught you how to bike. If I knew you didn't know how to ride a bike, we could have done a biking stream. I do want to hike in Japan, though. I really want to go up hike Mount Fuji. I got a Mazda. They're pretty smooth. I fell too many times. Then go faster. Does Vru know how to drive? No. Vru does not pass the test. I'm actually mad at Vru. I thought Vru knew how to drive. There was a lot of eye-opening things I learned about Vru last weekend. So thought Vru knew how to drive. They do not. And yeah. You can't swim. What the shut the fuck. I have my scuba diving license. Go fuck yourself. I was on the swim team. I was good on the swim team. So fuck off. No, there are other people that don't know how to swim. That's still right. I can't stand. I can't believe anyone that lives in Florida that doesn't know how to swim is just crazy to me. Do you ever find out if she's a good kisser or not? I'm not kissing VTubers. I don't have a car. I also, for some reason, Vru, since you had a job, I assumed you had a car, and like the fact that you didn't have a car, like actually surprised me. They added Pokemon battles to No Man's Sky while you were gone. That's what? You'd be surprised how many don't. I know. I work from home. I know you work from home, but I just assumed. Time to call Ovi out again. I swear, Lacris, if I will teach that woman how to swim. It's insane to me that she doesn't know how to swim. Vru on a Vespa. Yeah, I could see. Well, no, I can't see Vru on a Vespa. Vru has trouble walking in public, let alone on a motorized vehicle. Like, let's just be real. Transportation is really good, as you've seen. Yeah, I've seen because I taught you how to use it. I can swim so well, I plane off. Plane off. Veru is an electric scooter. What does that mean? Did you see that she finally streamed again and managed to make her blame her eyes on all of me? I didn't because I think I was away. When did she stream? Fuck. God damn it. I'm so sad that I missed it. That piece of shit. She like streamed when I was gone. Anyways, guy takes me to parts of the city that I haven't been before and is surprised I'm lost. No, Veru, I was surprised that you like didn't know how the your metro worked. That's how I was. How dare he riot? No. Veru could start screwing. No, Veru has too much anxiety to do anything. Other countries have really good transportation. Yeah, no, it's the fact that like America doesn't have good transportation really pisses me off. Like New York is New York and Chicago are like the only two that have like decent transportation. And definitely the Madrid transportation reminded me a lot of like just underground subways in New York, except for cleaner and didn't smell as bad. I will say Madrid, very, very clean, a lot cleaner than others. A lot of graffiti, which kind of sucks, but some of them were really funny graffiti. I wish I took more pictures of them. I just was walking by and forgot to do stuff. Our transportation is so bad compared to the rest of the world. Yeah, you're right. Okay, this better be funny.
The cost if I wasn't able to really work on summer camp stuff,
I know
which that's a whole
not
thing we
showing
have
up to a few
address.
streams stressed you out so much you needed to take longer. It's understandable.
Yeah. That's wait, what? I just processed what you said. That's not that's not
Yeah, I really needs to do summer
That's-
camp.
that's not Oh, he's gonna clip that on forever. He's gonna Dude, you're gonna print that clip out frame by frame and put it on your fucking
It's weird how you did that. It's weird. It's lacquers. It's weird how you printed out the clip and just never mind. San Francisco has the BART, which is nice, which is also the subway. Well, Brizzy, the problem with the BART is it's filled with human feces. That's the only problem with the BART. And also not that great. If only they were Bright Line. What's a Bright Line? But yeah, no, the BART wasn't that great, I think. And also like LA. So is the New York subway. The New York subway is not that bad. I don't know. It's the BART isn't bad. I just don't think it goes enough places. That's the problem with the BART. It just doesn't go enough places. Same with like the LA stuff. It's just like they go. There's just one route, and also it's kind of slow. So what's like I don't know. It's just meh. We just need better transportation. CA public transit needs to step up. It needs to step up, but like, yeah. I don't know what's like the actually no, let's just do this. I don't know what the solution is though, because it's just actually no, this is bullshit. I was gonna say I don't know what the solution is, but then I realized that like ancient towns in Europe can do it and it's stupid. Funny enough, Cali is one of the leaders in public transportation. That's crazy that you'd say that. Well, that's just because California is so big. Like that's other than New York, East Coast has zero. Well, Chicago, like Boston has the T, which isn't terrible, but does break down a lot because of winters. Yeah. Maybe it's because big, so there's more in number, not in density. I think a lot of the bigger states probably need to be split up, but they will never do that because we have an even 50. Like, unless we can like add and split up territories to like have 60 states, I don't think it'll ever happen. Oh, we have a city bus. City buses suck. I actually do hate city buses. Montreal had some decent city buses, but like for some reason buses just never feel good. Like getting on buses, paying for buses, it just always feels awkward. Not to mention like the shitty people that get on buses. Like there's some just really shit bags that get on buses. Didn't even mention you were forced to go through a marathon crowd of people twice. Sorry, Vru, something that wasn't like a big deal kind of like slipped my mind because like it was literally just a marathon that we just had to walk through and it was fine and you didn't almost die even though you said you almost died and then get deported. But like it's just saying the marathon, really not a big deal. I don't see the point of splitting states. I think that the point of splitting states is because I just don't think that they're being governed as well because they're so big. And if you split them, they might be able to have better leadership. I don't know. I think there's too many weird things that happen in California because of how big it is. And things get passed when they probably shouldn't be. Too much geography needs differences. That is also probably true. As long as you don't say what those people from Gartic Phone to go for. I don't care that you broke your. Yeah, no. It'd be a band-aid on the issue of different states needing different things. We can't split. We can't. It was high breezy. I don't know. It just, there's just a bunch of weird things in Cali. I love the state. It's beautiful. It's got like amazing cities, but also it sucks. He was about to full name me. Yeah. I will say I am extremely exhausted. I think I might have to call it here because poor Boomer. Yeah, no, the jet lag is hitting me. I got 4 hours of sleep this morning. I woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Unable to go back to sleep. Like, okay, this is actually really funny. So the first day I landed in Italy, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they were doing Rexon's movie nights, and I was like, I should stop by as a joke. And then I go, no, I shouldn't stop by as a joke. I should try getting back to bed and go back to sleep. And then I just stayed up and didn't fall back asleep. I was like, I should have just watched the movie with everybody. And then now, like, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning again because my schedule hasn't really, I'll reset tonight. But like, it just takes me a night. I was like, I was so mad that I was like, man, I could have just joined. But then everyone would have bothered me for Uma Musume, which I'm not going to do that. Still say Caillou in a Jerry curl. What does that mean? The lack has been jetted. Yeah, no, it's just me catching up with the thing. Because like I literally left at 1 o'clock and landed before like bedtime. So like I took a nap during the day. But for the most part, that 12-hour trip, I didn't really sleep. And I thought I was going to reset my system, but like I really didn't reset my system. So yeah. Wigs to put on me. Well, no, stop putting wigs on me. I don't need a wig. Well, actually, I look cosplay wig, but that's different. I also need to get stream legs. We're gonna be back Friday for more stream. Probably game, maybe some community stuff. I want to start doing. I have the stuff for drunk driving night. I want to do rage stream at some point. Find My Yoshi's Sunday. Might need to switch that off actually. Might need to switch Find My Yoshi's to Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if Friday or Saturday or Friday. Since I'm going to be hiking, I might switch off and do hiking on Sundays and go Find My Yoshi on a different day. I'm not sure yet. I should probably talk to people about that. Regardless, we'll figure it out. Thank you for the. I appreciate you all. I am exhausted. I need to go bed. Fuck. Okay. Okay. They're not streaming. Okay. Was gonna raid someone, but they're not there. So we go raid Bird. We go raid the wonderful Aurora. We saw a bunch. We saw a bunch of Italian pigeons, so you know, might as well go raid this bird. My fucking raid thing is broken. Whatever. Let's go give the Slay the Spire champion. It'd be funny if she just started playing this game. I was actually gonna DM her and be like, "I see you bought Slay the Spire." So go Italian Bear Raid, sure. Go give her some love. I absolutely adore the stupid crow. She is a wonderful streamer who you know, I'm glad that I got to hang out with. But go give her some love. Italian pigeon raid. I actually love that. Okay, I love that one. That one's a good one. Thank you again for being here. Come join us Friday. For whatever the fuck we're gonna do Friday. It's probably games and stuff. As I try to get my life together. Love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for doing everything. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there for the live streams. I overwhelmed with how well those went and how much you guys enjoyed them. Thank you again so much. I'm gonna try to edit a video together so we got something cool, some unseen footage that you've never seen before. Like that's what unseen footage is. Anyways, have a wonderful night, lovers.